Today I'm going to talk about 3 strategies on how to build high self-esteem in yourself as well as your children. This works with anybody in your life if you're interested in making sure that they have the self-esteem high enough to be able to feel they can accomplish anything. And for those that are in doubt, it begins to eliminate the doubt by replacing it with a sense of accomplishment. The first thing, just before you fall asleep at night, and you can ask your child this or you can ask yourself, but let's just look at this for a moment on asking your child. I remember I started out with my son Don when he was in grade school. First step is, what were you most proud of today? And when I asked him that question, his response was, why do you want to know, Dad? Because it was unusual. It wasn't something that I'd asked him before. And I said, you know, I'm just curious about what happened in your day that made you feel proud. And his response was really interesting. You know, he stopped and he thought for a moment. He goes, you know, Dad, we played soccer today. And I really felt good about kicking a goal. And then step 2 is, well, tell me why that made you feel good. And he said, well, I've never really thought of myself as a great soccer player. So kicking that goal really told me that, you know, I can do it. And then the third step is so important, is now ask, how'd that make you feel? This is really interesting. I want you to make note of this. The more the emotion, the faster the change. If you're attempting to accomplish anything in your life, whether it's building your own esteem, your own sense of value, your own ability to feel like, you know what, I can do that. Regardless of what your experiences have been in the past, our brain takes more action on something we're highly emotional about than something, yip, yo, so what, who cares? You know, I really don't need to do that. And you've probably found that to be the truth in your own life, as when you're charged about something, boy, it's hard to hold yourself back. So what I was doing while I was asking these questions, these first 3 steps, was allowing him the opportunity to not only go back and replay an experience that already took place. Have you ever noticed how you'll go back and talk to yourself about something that's already happened? Well, what we're going to find out in the upcoming programs, and I use this particular example in my signature program called LIFE, which is an acronym for Lessons in the Fundamentals of Excellence, because there's a lot of individuals in there that do have children, and if not, they put themselves to bed at night. And it's a really an interesting way of getting more sleep than you've been getting in the past by allowing yourself to focus on something that positively took place without going into positive thinking, because we'll see in some upcoming videos how positive thinking can do more damage sometimes than it can in affecting you in actually a positive way. So just remember these 3 steps. First, just before you fall asleep, ask yourself what you're most proud of. And you know, I've had days where all I've been able to come up with, well, Larry, you dressed yourself all by yourself. But isn't that better than, you know what, I wish I'd have handled it this way, and why'd I say that to that guy, you know what, and boy, I don't know what I was thinking when I did. That is only reinforcing what you don't want. And the trigger to bringing the emotion to the party, when I asked him, well, how'd that make you feel, was because, interestingly enough, our brain doesn't know the difference between what we imagine and what already took place. And we'll spend time on that in future videos as well. You'll see how much quicker you can make transition in your life than you've ever been able to before. So if you like this video, please share like with us, or click the like, or whatever it is you do on that end of things. And if you want to subscribe and haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe as well. I will look forward to the opportunity to hear any comments that you might have, because that's where I really get the feedback necessary to make this even more specific and important to you. So thank you again, and I look forward to our next opportunity.